Chris, kind of fill us in a little bit on the new rules from the Biden administration and what impact that could have on people with good credit versus people that have poor credit, and really in terms of dollars and cents on a typical monthly mortgage bill.
Effectively, any mortgage, there is a risk-based price adjustment. So the background to it is there is always an adjustment based on your credit score and the amount of money you are putting down as down payment. And every year or two, they will tinker with those and adjust them as they see fit as the investors in these products. What they did do this year was add an extra 2 tiers. So it used to be if you had a 740 credit score, you got the best mortgage rates. Today, it's now 780. And they also reduced some of the adjustments for people with lower credit scores. And I think some of the confusion that came out was there was a perception that people with a lower credit score were getting a better deal than people with higher credit score. The point I would make though is, yes, all you've actually done is narrowed the gap between the better credit scores and the lower credit scores. So it is still the case that the better your credit is, the better your interest rate will be. And the more money you put down as down payment, once you go beyond 20%, the better your credits, the better your interest rate will be. The graphics you've just flashed up, those are the best indicator of what's happened. The left-hand one is the changes as a heat map on as a change to what was previous. And this is what's going to confuse people is, all the red is centered around 700 to 760 credit scores, 75 to 95% loan to value. And all the green is centered on the lower credit scores. But if you look at the right-hand table, that is the overall adjustments that we apply as cash values as a percentage of your loan amount. And clearly, the lower you go in credit score, the more you are being hit.
And I want to make sure we get this right. Your upfront fee could be lower if you have a lower credit score.
Lower than it was.
Lower than it was.
But not lower than somebody with a better credit score.
And the person that has a better credit score, their fee is going to be a little bit higher.
Higher than it was, but still less than somebody with a lower credit score.
So the people with good credit are going to pay more, but the message is not to go out and damage your credit score so you can pay less. So
hopefully not.
Okay.
Yeah,
but the people with good credit, they're going to pay just a little bit. They're going to get taxed more by Biden administration's new rule.
So yeah,
right?
the strange thing is that the actual press release from FHFA, who oversee Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, when they brought this out in January, a large part of the reason for it is Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac have been in conservatorship now since the financial crash of 2007, 2008. They are still trying to evolve the plan to get them out of conservatorship. And one of the things they have been tasked to do is increase their capital reserves. This is one of the ways they're looking to increase their capital reserves.
So I want to get some clarity. People from the right, it's where I spend most of my time, have been claiming that this is, a form of soft socialism. Now, that might be a kind of an oversimplification. As far as just a simple statement, would you kind of agree with that?
I don't get the impression overall that this is out and out socialism. As I said, the FHFA's justification for it was actually raising capital reserves for Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac to ultimately remove them from conservatorship and get them more into the private sector.
It's a little fishy, right?
Yeah.
People who, you go out and work hard to get a good credit score, right?
Yes.
You should get the full benefit of that credit score, not dock something. And I know it's not universal, not everybody. There's still other subcategories, but still seems like it penalizes people who are
You're going to pay more.
Yeah.
Successful people are going to pay more. But not a ton more, just a little bit more.
So here's what's so weird in America. We talk about equality all the time. It's like equality this, equality that. You have to have, so many representations on this basketball team, and then in all reality, we create policy that makes us unequal constantly, right? Here's another one. So you're going to penalize one group of people, you're going to benefit another group of people.
Yeah, talking about America, I learned something on this show tonight I didn't know. And that's why we're so lucky to be here. So Chris was saying that in the UK, they don't really have fixed income
No,
mortgages.
most of the world doesn't. Canada.
So can you imagine what would happen today if people were on an adjustable rate mortgage? How their payments would balloon? We would have way more rampant homelessness and poverty. I can't imagine that.
You're exactly
other
right,
countries-
Mike. One of the reasons our economy is doing so well and we're not slowing down is because people's mortgages are not going. The mortgage payments is not changing in most of Europe and Canada. Those are adjustable rate mortgages, and people, as interest rates go up, they pay a lot more money.